WJRH here with Dolly Spartans. Hello.
Hello,
Hi.
stranger. I'm Michael,
I'm Jesse.
and I play guitar and sing.
I also play guitar.
We're half of Dolly Spartans,
Spartans.
and we're with a former Dolly Spartans member here, Ben Gordon,
And I'm
formerly
wearing Lafayette student Ben Gordon. I'm decked out in Dolly Spartans gear.
got a nice
I have
little.
a pin that says Dolly Spartans, and I have a Dolly Spartans hat.
Oh yeah, there's the hat.
So you got an EP coming out,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we do.
I know that. I did a thing on that, right?
Yeah, you did a thing on that.
I had to fight for it, but I was on that EP.
Well.
Tell me about it. Tell me about this this EP. Tell me what's going on.
So I mean, it's been doing pretty well on radio, so we're happy about that. It's coming out very soon. It's called Time Sides with No One. It's essentially, as a whole, about the idea that time is sort of an unpredictable, or it brings unpredictable things. I mean, one thing that a lot of the songs revolve around is the idea that you can have joy one day and then pain the next, and once something great will happen, then a terrible thing will happen. And I don't know. I mean, you were there for a few days of the recording process. You slept on the couch. he was asleep. He was asleep a lot of the time on the couch. but he sang on the fourth track. He's doing backing vocals on it.
So you mentioned a little bit of this process of making the EP. So tell me more about it. So where were you? When was these songs written?
Well, we recorded in we recorded in Brooklyn in a really nice place called Let 'Em In Studios with Nadim Issa, he was so great. He's so nice, and he has so much patience and dedication, and he has such a good ear. And so we worked on it together for a while. We started the summer of 2015, and that was a period of change, I think, for all of us, and that was something that the songs were definitely reflecting. And yeah, I mean, the nice thing about making the EP is that it was tied together by a certain train of thought. And even then, though, it's clear that the subject matter is all the same things, which I think is cool.
The guitarist Chris Elmer passes away, yeah.
Yeah, that was a really weird time. That was terrible, honestly. And I mean, I remember us the day after, we had to go to the parents' place, and we had to, figure out what we were going to do. And, losing Chris definitely informed the EP a lot. It definitely colored the process, and a lot of the time I found myself thinking, what would Chris do? And actually, the more and more I worked on it, and I think, Jesse, you actually had said this to me, but the way the lyrics apply to each person is different, and so I found myself thinking that Time Sides with No One as a whole, even the title, meant a different thing as I finished the record compared to when I started. Yeah, it was really, I mean, you just remember too, he was such a nice guy.
Yeah,
too.
he really was. He was so sweet.
And so, yeah, and a lot of he was really modest too, and just very devoted to music and gear and just production. And I think a lot of the time, there was a whole period where we didn't really know what could be done other than work on the record, and I just knew that he was sort of a guiding force after that. He was supposed to mix with us, and ultimately, yeah, it just felt like the whole thing was a dedication to him and just the time that we got to know him, and it kind of reaffirmed the title or the notion that, you really don't know what's going to happen.
Making the EP was really fun. I was there the whole time.
Definitely.
And I wrote all the songs, and I sung everything and played everything.
Except for the first 5.
Except for the first 5 songs.
And
There
the
are
last-
5 songs
and
on
the
the
last-
last 5 songs.
Yeah.
So you were at Purchase.
Yeah, I was at SUNY Purchase before I joined Dolly Spartans.
And that was how we kind of had to connect. Because I was supposed to go to Purchase, and I actually was like, no. No, but honestly, in my opinion, that kind of reaffirms the thing, too. Because, I mean, ending up, through just basically by chance with Jesse was, like, a really great thing. And, like, we've gotten really close. And it's just an example of how time can bring good things, and it's not always tragedies.
And tell me about you're doing something with the proceeds for the EP.
Yeah, we are. All of the proceeds, literally all the proceeds that you donate through Bandcamp, they're all going to the ACLU, who famously have been working to stop Trump from banning human beings from their homes and kicking them out. And that was a decision we made actually a few months before he even got into office, just because we knew that there was sort of an extent to
we
which...
started donating before the election.
Yeah, we did. And, I mean, there was just a clear extent to which that if he was going to become president, there was so much damage that was going to be done. And clearly, yeah. And, I mean, thankfully the ACLU, who does so much good work with, I mean, the amount of compassion that they show for everyone and, the dedication that they have to, protecting human rights is just something that's really admirable and inspiring.
Yeah.
And
of course, there's a lot of other great organizations and charities and stuff out there.
For sure. Like, I also donated to Planned Parenthood and a bunch, but I think the great thing about the ACLU is that they also protect the rights and the ability of all those other organizations to
Exactly.
function.
So you have a single?
We have 2 now. We released I Hear the Dead back in November. November.
Yeah.
And Consequence of Sound just premiered our new single, Hanging Out. And that's cool.
Any other creative things on the horizon? Potential videos?
Yeah, there's some videos
Stuff in the
coming up.
works.
We have some videos coming up. We're working on some videos.
Been doing a lot of demos.
Yeah,
Trying
we've
to
been
think
doing
about
some,
the future.
So
doing
what-
some crazy. You've actually heard some of these demos too.
I have heard some of these demos. Yes.
I want to know more about your reflective experience having been in Dolly Spartans and what you think of the
Me,
EP.
I'm interviewing you guys.
I'm turning the tables, baby.
My reflections.
Yeah, just like what you think
What?
about. I mean,
So New Jersey. What do you guys think of New Jersey? Or is it proper? There
What's
is no
it called?
name. I'm just saying, like New Jersey. Like, is it like? Come on, man.
so is it here or is it here? Or is it here?
Is it? Yeah. This is properly rated. Is New Jersey up here or is it underneath?
I think there's a general consensus on New Jersey.
I personally would say New Jersey is just straight proper, right
Yeah.
in the middle.
Straight proper.
Totally indifferent.
New Jersey has got really good food.
Does it?
It's got all these diners.
That's fair.
Haven't
what
you
they
ever
do
seen
with
that
the
Guy
deer.
Fieri show?
Guy Fieri, I was about to say. Yeah,
the
Diners
deer.
Drive. Yeah, I feel like every episode is in
Oh,
New
shit.
Jersey.
Every
What's that
episode is
called?
in New Jersey.
My mom and my sister watch that all
Man
the
versus
time.
Food.
No, that's the other one. That's the guy. That's the one where the guy eats.
Chop.
That's what all of them are.
No, but Guy Fieri. No, Guy Fieri just drives around in his like dumb little car and like goes to
Diners,
places
drive-ins, and dives.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
Yeah, but you didn't say the name. I was trying to remember.
He said the name.
So food on TV. Do you like food on TV?
I do like food on TV. The only thing is, if you're not eating food while you're watching food on TV, then it just makes you hungry, and it's just, yeah, it's not.
Sometimes I'll watch
Fun.
the Food Network in like preparation for a meal.
Mm.
If I like know I'm gonna eat some really good food, or if I'm just getting like a lot of food and I'm not really feeling it. but I'm
Yeah,
excited,
you know what?
Be like,
yeah.
you know what? What if I
What
watch
if?
some Food Network? Like
Yeah, you're
watching
totally
them,
right.
like,
I've caught myself doing that before.
cut up some like weird bird on Chopped. I'm like, yeah, I really want a grilled cheese right now. Like,
God bless.
What about sitcoms?
You
What are
mean
you guys watching?
I'm rewatching West Wing right now, featuring Martin Sheen.
That's from the 90s.
It's
Alan
like
Sorkin?
Aaron Sorkin.
Alan?
It's Alan.
So-
It
what
like
about,
was kind of. It's like I think it's our like 99 or something.
Is Rob Lowe in that one, or is that
He
the
is.
other
He's
one?
in it for like 4 seasons.
He's in,
and
like,
then he dips.
4,000 TV shows.
Oh, is that a spoiler? Did I just give a spoiler? Maybe.
You can't give a spoiler. Okay.
Oh yeah, the show's already done.
The show's been
There's
done
no
for
spoilers.
15 years.
Yeah, but
You
like
can't give a
I mean,
spoiler.
there are people who haven't watched it yet.
It's crushed. Any new music? What are you guys listening to? You would listen to this Spoon album that came out?
Yes,
He was
actually,
talking about
I
it.
love the new Spoon
I have to
album.
check it out. I saw them do some TV show.
They were on
James-
Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy
Jimmy
Kimmel and
Kimmel.
James Corden.
Yeah.
It was James. I think it was James. It was on the
One of
internet.
those
saw
one
it
of
on
those white
Kimmel.
Jimmy shows.
One of those white Jimmy shows. Yeah. Thoughts on the name Jimmy?
It's just overused.
So overrated.
Overused and overrepresented.
Shout out
We
to
don't
Jimmy
need any
Law.
more Jimmys.
Yeah, too many Jimmys.
Shout out to Jimmy
Shout
Law,
out
except
that
Jimmy
case.
Law.
Except for Jimmy Law. True.
Yeah.
True. Very true.
Shout out my boy Steen Schmidt.
We played with Jimmy Law, or well, we played in the same festival-ish thing.
In
Oh, the
Albany?
conference.
No, well, yeah, but we did another one
Was it the same
last
thing?
month. No, it was in.
It was when we were in.
It was actually in Pennsylvania. It
Oh.
was, yeah, Mechanicsburg.
What else are you thinking about? You gonna add a keyboardist to the band?
I don't know. Maybe I've been thinking about adding a
What?
third. I've been thinking about adding a third guitar.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I mean, it's not. It's tentative.
Our
Our
It's definitely.
standards are just too high.
Michael is
No
very
one's good enough.
No, everyone
very
is
focused
good.
on getting that good sound though. Third guitar, you got a nice
get that
sound.
tone.
No, yeah, but it's also just a lot of like.
No, I'm serious. It sounded like sarcastic, but
No,
you
no,
get that
I
third
yeah,
guitar,
you're right,
like
but it's
great
more
sound.
like the reason why we haven't done it is that that's like a lot of like.
People.
Well, it's not so much a lot of people. It's just like a lot of scheduling and stuff. Like
Yeah, the
you have to really
coordination of it
be
is really what
coordinated.
makes it, like,
And
challenging.
we got to try it for a little bit, and that was really great. And actually very funny because before Jesse was on guitar, he was on bass. And in the transitionary period from Ben to Jesse, they would rehearse together. So there were 2 bassists playing at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh, yeah, we
3 guitarists, because we decided to try 3 guitarists for a little
Oh,
bit.
Yeah.
And that was
There
really
were like
awesome.
7 people in that rehearsal.
Exciting.
Yeah, we have a few shows coming up too. I don't know.
Why don't you plug
We have a
them?
bunch of shows coming.
Do you wanna plug them, please?
Yeah, we are.
Where are you playing?
At
At where?
At where?
we are playing in Rochester.
Ooh.
At
When?
Is
that
it at
far?
RIT?
That's far.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if it's at
Um,
RIT, but we're playing
We're
Rochester.
playing in Rochester on April 27th.
Isn't it?
We're
Is it April?
playing
Yeah. April 20th.
In at SUNY Oswego on April 28th.
Why are you laughing?
Oswego sounds funny.
Oswego.
It's a cheese.
Is it?
Where else
No,
are
I'm
you playing?
kidding.
No,
that's
that's
also.
Oswego.
I know. I'm kidding. I'm
Um,
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
And then after that, we're going to Missouri, and we're gonna be playing at
University of Washington.
Yeah, that University of Washington in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Um,
There's University of Washington. There's Washington University, and I don't know.
No,
Washington University is in
University
Washington.
is
Yeah,
in
that's in
Washington.
Washington,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's in like Seattle.
Yeah, so what do you think of the Strokes? So this was Dolly Spartans. Great interview. Great to see you, man.
Great to meet you.
Great to meet you. It's been
It's been.
they're
I've
playing
never
tonight.
seen you before in my life.
Yeah. Thank you to Tracy Robinson for helping us film this. And thank you WJRH. Ethan Jordan. Have a good night.
It's day.